Question number 31 says, in the given velocity time graph, the distance traveled by a particle in 6 seconds will be. So 6 seconds is from here to here, and here we have been given Vt graph. So mod of area under the graph, that is, if we consider area under the graph without considering the sign of the values, then we can land up with distance traveled by the particle in 6 seconds. So distance is equal to area under Vt curve without sign. Here first is a trapezium. Area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel side into height. So it will be 1 by 2 into 20 plus tan into 2 plus, this is a rectangle, area is tan into 2 plus, this is a triangle, this one, area is half into base into height plus, this is also a triangle. Here we are not considering the sign, that is minus we are not considering because we are calculating the distance. So area of this particular triangle is also half into tan into 1. So if we solve this, we will be getting our distance to be equal to 60 meter. That is option number 1 is the correct answer here. Let's verify this with the answer slide. So option number 1 is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 32, which says the position time graph for the motion with negative acceleration is. So here option number 1 represent xt curve, correct? So if we take 2 points here at this particular graph, let this point be A and this be B. The slope of the graph at point A is less than the slope of the graph at point B. Therefore, this represents that the slope is increasing, that is velocity is increasing. So if velocity is increasing, there is acceleration, positive acceleration, clear? Here we have a constant slope, therefore velocity is constant here, which represent that velocity is not changing, therefore acceleration is equal to 0, correct? And according to this particular curve, here velocity is 0 because particle is at rest here, its position is not changing with respect to time. Okay, now for option number 4, if we take 2 points here, this is point A and this is point B, and again check for the slope at these 2 points. So here theta 2 is less than theta 1, which means tan theta 2 will be less than tan theta 1. That is, slope is decreasing, therefore velocity is decreasing, and when acceleration is negative, velocity decreases, correct? So option number 4 is the correct answer to this particular question, verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 4 is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 33, which says a particle moves in xy plane according to the rule x is equal to a sin omega t and y is equal to a cos omega t plus pi by 2. The particle follows an elliptical path, circular path, parabolic path or straight line path. So we have x is equal to a sin omega t and y is equal to a cos omega t plus pi by 2. We know cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. So y can be written as minus a sin omega t. Therefore y can be written as y is equal to minus x. Clear? This is the equation of a straight line. As we know, y is equal to mx plus c represent equation of a straight line. So according to our calculation, option number 4 should be the correct answer. Verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 4 is the correct answer here. Moving on to question number 34, which says a projectile is projected from the ground as shown in the figure. So this is the projectile that is projected from here with an initial velocity of u making an angle theta with the horizontal. The correct relation among the x1, y1, x2 and theta is. So here this is x1 and this is y1. They are taking any position in the trajectory of the projectile, let this position be P, whose coordinates are x1 comma y1. Okay, we know that equation of trajectory is represented by an equation y is equal to x tan theta 1 minus x by r, where r is the range of the projectile. This is also one of the equation of trajectory of a projectile. So for this particular point P, y1 will be equal to x1 tan theta 1 minus x over r is what? x1 plus x2. So if we solve this, we'll be having x1 tan theta x1 plus x2 minus x1 over x1 plus x2, which is equal to x1 x2 over x1 plus x2 into tan theta. Clear? So based on this particular equation, you can come up with so many questions which can be solved easily. So you must remember this particular equation of trajectory as well. So according to our calculation, option number 1 is the correct answer. Verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 1 is the correct answer. Question number 35 says, change in a vector may occur due to rotation of frame of reference, translation of frame of reference, rotation of vector, or both 1 and 2. So if this is a vector, vector A, it is making an angle of theta with the horizontal. Now what is happening? This particular vector is rotated by an angle alpha. Let's say this. Initially it was here making an angle theta, and now it is rotated by an angle alpha. Clear? So we know vector means magnitude as well as direction. Initially this vector was representing this particular direction, but after rotation it is representing some other direction. Therefore vector changes with rotation. This is our correct answer. It does not change with the rotation of frame of reference. That is, if you view this particular vector from xy plane or yz plane or zx plane, its magnitude and its direction from either plane does not changes. Clear? Its magnitude, let's say if its magnitude is 5 meter and it is along east direction, maybe let's say that we have a vector A and it is going in east direction. So from xz plane, from yz plane, from all the planes it will be going in the east direction only. So if we change the frame of reference, then vector does not change as its direction and magnitude remains same. And with the translation of the frame of reference also, vector does not change. Okay. So our correct answer is option number 3. Let's verify this with the answer slide. So option number 3 is the correct answer.